Well, it's a sad day, a sad end of a run. Ellen DeGeneres ended her 19-year run the same way she started it, with Jennifer Aniston as her guest. Billie Eilish reminisced with Ellen about her first daytime TV performance. And then Ellen wrapped the final show with a little, click of the remote. But she did a monologue at the end, tearful. And she went out the same way she came in. I think you know where this is going. I'm going to play you the very end of the monologue with everything that comes after. Feel free to call your own out.
There's Zach Galifianakis is in the audience, but it's before he was famous. He was there with his girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, I'll try. It might be on YouTube, or Zach showed it to me, and he didn't want to dance, and they literally kept cutting away, and then they sent somebody over you have to dance. You have to dance. You have to get off the camera.
Well, the two famous dancers who dance at the beginning of their TV show is Ellen and Bill Cosby. And that's all I know.
That's all you have to say?
That's all I have to say. All right, she'll be missed.
Okay. Well, remember last week when we talked about preachers and pastors in sticky situations?
Yes.
Well, I have the one I
thought this segment was over.
Huel, I'm so glad you're here to comment.
Huel, this is an AIDS hospice.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put the camera down. I want to talk to this person.
There are HIPAA laws.
Yeah.
People trying to sleep.
They're trying to die with dignity here.
You look like a monster. Please.
Yeah, well, he's riddled with AIDS, and he's probably not going to see the weekend. So
this must be what they mean by full blown.
That's kind of how he got it. But if we could just go ahead and put the camera down, I see the red light still on there. Again, this is an AIDS hospice.
You're all getting the light.
Yes.
Wrap it up, people.
Okay, sorry. What happened?
All right, so this is the one we were talking about the other day. This Indiana pastor, he confessed to adultery publicly and informed his congregation last weekend after the church leaders confronted him. It didn't feel like he was doing this of his own volition. I think he was trying to get out in front of something. So I'm going to show you two clips. The first one, here's a clip of Pastor John Lowe's confession at New Life Christian Church and World Outreach. He is pretty broad and a little vague with his confession.
I committed adultery. It was nearly 20 years ago. It continued far too long. It involved one person, and there's been no other, nor any other situations of unbecoming conduct for the last 20 years. I will not use the Bible to defend, protect, or deflect my past sin. I have no defense. I committed the adultery.
So what the 65-year-old pastor didn't mention...
Wait, Huel's walking out on stage. I have sinned in front of my parish, in front of my flock. Could you put that camera down, Huel? Huel's risen from the grave. He's come to Illinois.
I'm going to talk to you. You mop.
Your feet are so huge, Huel. I can't get around them. Jump up.
The Lord sent unto you a giant.
Sorry.
So what Pastor Lowell didn't mention during this confession was that he was having sex with a teenager. And wait, we have her! So she jumps up on stage.
Oh, boy.
As Lowe set the microphone down while receiving a standing ovation, by the way.
What?
A woman and her husband approached the stage and picked up the mic. It was the woman who had the affair with her when she was a teenager. She's not happy. She gives a long statement. Here's just a brief clip.
Did he know they were there?
I feel like they sort of forced his hand to get out in front of this, so it feels like he probably did. But here's a clip of her telling the congregation what Lowe did to her.
Oh, no.
I'm a prisoner no longer. I was just 16 when you took my virginity on your office floor. Do you remember that?
On his office
floor? I know
floor.
you do, and I have plenty of other stories that I could bring to your remembrance. You did things to my teenage body that had never and should have never been done. If you can't admit the truth, you have to answer to God. You are not the victim here.
Whoa.
Yeah. She also talks about the reason she came forward was because her brother, many years before, 27 years ago or something like that, found Pastor Lowe in bed with her in just her underwear and finally was like, you got to say something.
Whoa.
And then...
was she with her husband?
now.
Yeah, but on stage,
Yes.
that's a kind
He
of.
was very supportive.
I feel like I can be supportive from the wings. You know what I mean? Like thumbs up. You know, like
How'd it go? How'd it go at church?
The kid's crushing the spelling bee, and you're off in the wings. You know, just giving a thumbs up.
You wouldn't stand by her side?
Yeah, with me it would be like cross-cutting to me at a water park.
Right, just reading
wonder how
the
she's
newspaper and waving.
Yeah, he's the first person that's talked and picked up the mic and said, "If you love us, let us speak," and then hands her the mic.
Yeah, I wouldn't be down for that pilgrimage if I were him.
If you were him.
Yeah.
So she has to go up there alone and talk about how she was molested?
Or not at all, but
Oh my
I'll just
God.
be in the wings. That's me.
Okay.
A well-crafted letter, I feel
A
sometimes
tersely
is more
worded,
effective.
letter.
Yes, that's right.
Well, at the end, because this is really long, Lo gets up back on stage with her.
Also, can I say
Yeah.
this? I went to a Malibu church for the first time.
Oh.
I've never been to church, 4
Yeah.
months
Did you lose
ago.
a bet? What happened?
I decided to try something new
Sure.
every weekend. I went took surfing lessons. I went
Much
to a
better
church.
use of your time.
So, look, there were 150 people in those pews. Had to be 4 of them who were there for the first day.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's what church is.
This is better than any show on television.
the wife had been bugging the husband for 4 years.
You
Come
love
on,
it.
you lost touch with your
Yeah.
faith. This is great. It's not weird or
It's
stodgy.
uplifting.
It's uplifting.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Wow.
messages
Life
are
affirming.
You'll love the
positive.
pastor.
You come on, you're coming with me, and then we're going to
You'll be
IHOP.
singing hymns all the way home.
Just go one time, and if
Right.
you don't feel the spirit, you never have to come
He
back.
just sat there, and they launched into this.
So nuts.
Diatribe.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to call it a cold case, but they blew the lid off it.
They did.
On the floor.
Yeah.
At 16.
And everybody in the family is involved in the church. His wife is the co-pastor. Their kids are both pastor. She even gets up there and goes, and don't make me call, Denise and Melinda from when your co-associate raped them, and then you sent him
Jesus.
to another place.
Fucking
Does this
bouncing
keep
Betty.
going?
This
Does
is
keep
not.
going?
This is
it's
not a
really-
Catholic church.
It's a
Let's hear more.
really long clip. I mean, I just wanted to pull a chunk, but
boy.
it is riveting. And she is out for vengeance. God
Religious
bless.
leader hypocrite. There's your headline.
Oh, and in case you weren't sure, he has resigned from the church. Oh, I don't know about the rest of the family. Oh, here's more. Or if you want to see it.
Oh God, no.
I feel like just as a parishioner, I'd need some counseling like after this.
Well, they all get up and start firing questions at him
Oh,
that
all right.
he's
Well,
zingers
let's
that
watch a
he's
little-
deflecting.
Like, can I get my contribution? back?
tithing?
Yeah.
Just play it. We'll see what happens.
It might not be the way, but every time
Now they're both
you
on
covered
stage.
up for Russ Spangle, my best friend was my age when your associate pastor was molesting his 2 daughters. And you know that. You sent him to be a pastor in another church. We can call Melanie right now, and Cassie, her
Yeah,
sister.
let's get her-
They sat
let's
down
get
and
her
you sent
involved.
Melanie away. Don't look at me like that. You know the truth. I know, but you can tell the truth because this is a lie.
I'm letting you tell the truth.
But you
that
need
the
to tell the truth.
That's him.
Cuckolded husband on the stage
Yes.
there with their arms
Yes.
folded.
Yes.
My wife
No,
is
he's
not
on
just
the other side of her.
adultery, it's another level when it's a teenager. And I will not let this man talk about my wife like that. It happened for 9 years when she was
You know, and
15,
I'm
16,
sticking with the
sexual
black
started.
churches from now on.
It would be weird if they called the other woman, but she didn't know who it was. So she was like, "Hello."
That's all I can say, except
I'm a prisoner no
Yeah,
longer.
I want some singing. I want people to fan themselves.
Yeah, I like that too.
I want a guy in a bass guitar back there somewhere.
And dress
I
in
don't
your
want
Sunday
this.
best.
Yeah.
Not cargo shorts.
Guys wearing short
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yeah, synagogue does not
I'm
fly that
going
way.
full black church.
One
I'm
of for
Where did that
9
take
years.
place?
She was legal for most of those years.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brian.
What part of Florida? What part of Florida was?
This is Indiana.
Wow.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Oh,
Indiana. Indiana, Florida. That's right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Can I please do one more?
One more.
Okay, this is something that I have a feeling Huel may have had a hand in from beyond.
Interesting choice of words.
Let me just hit LifeLock real quick here because I got a couple of
Another interesting
spots
choice
there.
of words.
LifeLock celebrations for dads and grads. Perfect for e-card scammers. Clicking a fake e-card can install malware, pop-up ads, or steal your info. It's important to understand how cybercrime and identity theft are affecting our lives. Your personal info gets exposed. So often it's easy for cyber criminals to steal your identity. Protecting your identity can be easy with LifeLock by Norton. LifeLock detects and alerts you to potential identity threats you may not spot on your own, like crimes committed by thieves pretending to be you. If you become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. It is LifeLock, right, Dawson?
No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can keep what's yours with LifeLock by Norton. Join now and save up to 25% off your first year with promo code ADAM. Call 1-800-LifeLock or head to lifelock.com. Use promo code ADAM for 25% off.
Okay, I just really need to get this story out here, especially for Huel. The beloved characters Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are going full horror movie in a slasher film called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Brian, you have to do a Baldywood on this.
I'm aware of this.
In a Variety interview, the film's writer, director, and co-producer Reese Waterfield says they're feeling the need to expedite post-production of the slasher movie, which just wrapped filming in early May due to the massive amount of attention it's getting all of a sudden. Here's the premise.
Animated? Live action?
I think it's live action. We have a picture.
All right.
Here's the premise. It revolves around Winnie the Pooh and his pal Piglet being abandoned by Christopher Robin prior to him leaving for college, and then horror ensues.
Is this an inflatable doll in a jacuzzi?
I think that's a lady.
Yes,
Is
but
it
part
a
of it
lady?
is
With
it is a real lady,
inflatable
but part
boobs.
of her has been artificially inflated.
It's just the way her hand was and stuff.
I think that's inflatable boobs.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, those
sorry.
are not. There's no gravity at work there.
This is a real movie.
And
It is coming out.
Is this public domain?
Yes, it is now. Winnie the Pooh is now public domain.
Not like the chubby, Disney cartoon
version.
we all know. A.A. Milne's
Yes.
original Christopher Robin books are like 150 years old.
So we're going to see a lot more of this.
And they can
Oh,
sing
good.
Happy
Right.
Birthday in it if they want. That's public domain.
We're going to
too.
see like
Really?
the
so,
strangling
yeah.
tree or whatever.
Yeah. The
It's
giving
all
tree.
these things are going to be public
Yes.
domain, and we're going to
But it
take
is
a
interesting.
turn.
You got to give them credit because, like Disney, they're not too litigious. Let's give it
Right.
a shot.
Well, let's see. All right. Well, look at the.
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, we
I
got
just
a
wanted you to
picture.
know this
Sorry.
was happening.
Jesus Christ.
Terrifying.
Well, again,
I'm not sure what's worse, the Winnie the Pooh slasher movie or the other thing.
Oh yeah. No, you're right.
Look, as we've said many times, after Lego the movie, you can no longer pre-poo-poo
That's
anything
true.
ever again. You just
No.
got to go, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, very,
because
very
they
true.
made a movie about Legos.
Winnie the Pooh would like to challenge you on that.
Yes.
All right. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Boy, when I eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, I get the cramps.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Where's your dad right now, Dana?
He's at home. He's in
And-
Massachusetts.
So
Probably getting ready to go visit my mom at the home.
Should we fly him out for the Shatner
He's-
Herb Alpert
He's
meeting?
gonna be here in August. We
Oh.
could make something happen.
All right. Okay. See if we can get my dad out for that.
Yeah.
Shatner, we can get. Herb will blow a call into. But
My
we'll see
dad
if
would
we
be
can-
like, "We Canadian,
yeah, he'd be suspicious.
un-American." Is that
All
a
right.
communist country, Canada?
Let me tell you about our last sponsor, Freeze Pipe. Today's episode is brought to you by Freeze Pipe, the smoothest hitting pipes and bongs around. Tired of the hot smoke burning the throats and coughing attacks when you light up? You can check out the ice cold Freeze Pipe. Whether you smoke THC or CBD, it's the smoothest, most pleasant way to relax. The secret is freezable, non-toxic glycerin chambers that are involved. So they run through the center of this thing. It's a really interesting piece of technology. You pop it in the freezer for an hour and the smoke passes through it and it's instantly cooled by over 300 degrees. You can take
I've been trying to figure out all show, how do you get the cold in that pipe?
Yes, Jay. It is a wonderful piece of equipment, and you guys need to check
It's
it out.
the reverse of a coffee maker.
That's right. You can take bigger rips, zero chest or throat burn. It is Freeze Pipe, right, Dawson?
For the coldest and smoothest smoking glass pieces around, check out thefreezepipe.com. They make pipes, bubblers, bongs, and more. And make sure to use code Carolla for 10% off your first order. That's thefreezepipe.com. Code Carolla for 10% off your entire order.
Well, Seth MacFarlane's coming up this week, and the aforementioned Bill Shatner's coming up this week as well. Dana Gould, the YouTube series, Hanging with Dr. Z. You can watch season 2 now. Also, the podcast, the Dana Gould Hour, as well on the website. DanaGould.com is where you go for all the official particulars. You can go to AdamCarolla.com for all the live shows coming to a town near you. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dana Gould and Gina Grad and Bald Bryan. Say it. Mahala.
It's late at night. You should be tired, but you're shaking uncontrollably.
That's awesome.
Oh, Huel.
Can I buy you guys at least one drink just to celebrate?
This is a smart cocktail.
Just put some on his finger, just a little on your lips.